Have you been considering a new construction home purchase here in Boise, Idaho? Before you make that purchase, watch this video, as I'll share some tips that could save you some major heartache during the process. I bought my first new construction home when I was 21 years old. I was living in Las Vegas, working as a blackjack dealer and finishing up my degree at UNLV. I can remember going into the design center and having no clue what I was doing. I mean, come on, I was 21 years old. Thankfully, the in-house designer made most of the choices for me. We have since personally owned 3 other new construction homes: a townhome, a builder's model home, and a full custom home where we literally designed it on a napkin. So I'm not only assisting my clients with their new construction purchases, I've done it myself 4 different times. So I understand the challenges of navigating new construction. Knowing the types of new construction homes available to you is the best place to start. New construction is not a one-size-fits-all. Often buyers don't think new construction is even an option for them or that it's even within their budget. We can sometimes hear the word new construction and we assume it only refers to high-end custom-built homes. And yes, at the top of the pyramid, there are a small number of fully customized homes, but the vast majority of new construction are quantity builders. So it offers a huge array of homes in all price points, especially for first-time homebuyers. This can truly be a great option. I know it was for me when I bought my first home at 21. Making up the base of the new construction pyramid are the quantity builders with their portfolio of quick builds. These builders often have spec homes sitting in inventory. They are move-in ready, so you can tour one and make the purchase, almost like going to the store where you can purchase a home right off the shelf. But the selections in the home will be very neutral to appeal to the widest possible pool of buyers. Now, if the floor plan you want isn't in stock, then the builders have a very streamlined building process to get you into your new home within the shortest time frame possible. You may not have too many design options to choose from, but you'll be enjoying your new home pretty quickly. We purchased a townhome that fell into this category. We selected a floor plan that worked for our family. The builder told us which lot it was already scheduled to be built on, and then we were able to make a few choices from predetermined selections, like, do you want tile A or tile B? It was simple, quick, and affordable. In the center of the pyramid are semi-custom builds. It's a little bit of a misnomer because they aren't really custom in the traditional sense. The builder has an existing gallery of floor plans to choose from, so you're not designing from scratch, but you are able to customize by choosing an exterior elevation, making most interior selections and some structural changes if you want. These builders don't usually have too many homes in standing inventory. They may have a few models scattered across the Treasure Valley where you can tour several of the floor plans, but their spec home inventory will be limited. They cater more to buyers having very specific tastes and want that next tier of elevated home quality. Don't get me wrong, selections aren't unlimited. In a semi-custom, you may have access to more choices for tile or style of cabinets or flooring or appliance packages, but builders may still narrow your selection options to keep your build on budget and on time. Our first home in Idaho was a model home built by a semi-custom builder. It was a great home and had a number of upgrades that made it very special. We loved it so much, I continue to work with that builder today on a regular basis because I know the quality of their product and their streamlined process. Finally, at the top of the pyramid, you'll find full custom builds. This can be a long and laborious process, from designing the home to finding land that will fit the home, and finding the land can be sometimes the largest hurdle because you may be dialed into a particular location or city, but there may not be great land options. And I have a video specifically about finding an acre parcel in the Boise area, so if you think building a custom home is right for you, you'll want to check out that video. During custom builds, there will inevitably be changes and hiccups that will happen along the way. So you have to be prepared to roll with the punches. If you are so inclined, you'll essentially be making every decision to the level of insulation, every light fixture, every plumbing fixture. Of course, it can be very rewarding in the end, but this type of build does not come cheap. And you need to be able to make decisions and stick with them or you'll be overwhelmed. My husband and I were lucky enough to build our dream home here in Idaho. The design was years in the making, and with the help of our incredible builders, we brought our vision to life. I don't plan on moving ever. But fortunately for us, we were able to manage the process together, and it turned out to be a super fun experience. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Erica Toffel, Global Real Estate Advisor with Group 1 Sotheby's International Realty. I specialize in new construction and helping you relocate to Boise, Idaho, or any of its surrounding cities. If you need help with any of your real estate needs, reach out. My information is on the screen. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. And if you're watching on your TV, scan the QR code that is located on your screen to reach out to me directly. And now that we have an understanding of what types of new construction are available to you in the Boise area, let's talk about researching builders and developers. I cannot stress this enough. A huge part of researching builders, communities, developers is leaning into the expertise of a local real estate agent who specializes and has experience in new construction. We deal with builders all the time. It's what we do. So we're familiar with builder reputations, past projects, community development issues. We often have existing relationships with builders that can benefit you. I had clients looking for a water lot, but all of the available lots in the community they wanted were already optioned. But through my relationship with one of the builders, we were able to secure them a lot when a previous deal fell through. When looking at new construction, one of the most common questions I get is, what are my thoughts on a particular builder? Because there are always conflicting reviews to be found online, right? But truly it is about setting expectations and again, understanding that pyramid of new home construction so that the process can be as smooth as possible for the buyer. For example, if you have a buyer purchasing a quantity build who is expecting a semi-custom build where they have more options, they'll never be happy. And the same goes for a buyer of a semi-custom home who gets frustrated with the process because they want to redesign an entire floor plan. The point is, we are a wealth of knowledge that can help you navigate all the information you receive from multiple sources while deciphering fact from fiction. A trusted advisor can also be sure that you leave no stone unturned. If you head into a builder's sales office alone, you may not realize that there are a handful of other builders who offer similar homes that may be a better fit for you, either because of location or price or amenities. Developments are no different. There are some developments that may have particular issues you want to be aware of when purchasing a home there. A great example of this would be developments with high water tables. If you're in fact buying in such a neighborhood, you're going to want the builder to provide some form of preventative water remediation, like a sump pump in your crawl space. It's an easy install during construction, and then you have that peace of mind going forward. But going into a purchase, knowing this upfront allows you to manage your expectations, and you won't be overwhelmed by the news later on. Of course, I always recommend doing research online. But honestly, many of the custom and semi-custom builders in the Treasure Valley don't have a real presence because they're busy building. And they don't have the huge marketing departments like you'd find with your quantity builders. Have you ever researched a builder? What were you looking for? Floor plans, customer reviews? Let us know in the comments below. There are critical questions every buyer should ask their builder. And again, if you have a trusted real estate advisor assisting you in the process, they'll be sure you aren't forgetting these. How long will it take my house to be built? What type of deposit is required in order to start the building process? Is the deposit non-refundable? And if so, at what point? That's a big one. Make sure you understand it. Do I need to be pre-qualified by a builder's preferred lender if obtaining a loan? Are there incentives to using a builder's preferred lender? What am I able to customize in my home? Or to put it a different way, what options that I see in the model home are not standard in the home I'm purchasing? It's worth noting that model homes are upgraded, and those upgrades come at a cost. So you need to know what is considered standard if you aren't buying a spec home, because options will add up quickly. Is the builder running any incentives to help you with purchase price, closing costs, upgrade allowance? Is landscaping included? What milestones during the process will you need to be in town for? Is there a structural walkthrough, an electrical walkthrough, a plumbing walkthrough? What is the warranty, and how are warranty items addressed? You see, the amount of questions are endless, but hopefully this gives you a place to start. I always advise my buyers having a new construction inspection done before closing on their home. because an inspector may be able to identify issues that you might not otherwise see or find, and then these items can be addressed prior to you taking possession. I have, in fact, had inspectors on new construction find a water in the crawl space, heating ductwork not actually connected to vents, hot and cold water connections reversed. It's an extra pair of trained eyes on your new home. Why wouldn't you want that? I also suggest having a re-inspection done prior to the home's 1-year anniversary. So if any new issues come up after living in the home, you can have these items fixed prior to the 1-year warranty expiring. Would you opt for a professional inspection on a new build? Comment below. I'd love to hear why or why not. Each builder will have a slightly nuanced version of the closing process for your new home, but whatever title they give each step, ultimately the process is the same. As you approach construction completion, we'll schedule the inspection, which I just told you a moment ago, do not skip. This is scheduled far enough out that the builder can repair any items that are identified. If not everything can be done before you close, then it is transitioned to a warranty list. The builder will then schedule a new home orientation walkthrough for you with one of the members of their construction team. This is your chance to use blue tape to mark items that need to be touched up. They will also review your new home's mechanical systems, important items like where to find the water shutoff, and they'll review the home warranty too. This is a great opportunity to ask questions about your new home, whether it's maintenance items or how a particular system works. You typically receive a binder at this appointment that includes manuals, registrations, guidelines on maintaining your home. Read through it because it will include important items about maintaining your home that you might not otherwise know, like disconnecting your hose from outside hose bibs during the winter. You'll typically have one more new home walkthrough with the builder representative prior to closing to be sure all the blue tape items have been addressed. If new questions have come up, don't feel shy about asking them. On closing day, you'll wait for funds to be dispersed and for the title to be transferred before receiving keys, garage door openers, or garage codes. This is non-negotiable when buying new construction. You will not have access to the home or the garage prior to funding and recording, so plan accordingly. Now that you're moving into your new home, I have one final bonus tip. It can be time-consuming, I know, but please, please, please register everything in your home. Your windows, your appliances, your HVAC system, your ceiling fans. These registration forms should all come in the builder binder you received at your new home orientation. I would suggest you register them within the first 90 days because it can often double the warranty period. That can save you money on repairs 8 or 10 years down the line, so don't skip this tip. For more videos about relocating to Boise, Idaho and real estate tips in general, make sure to check out one of the videos on the screen. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.